Shut up and sit down.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Couples Cast by CK. I'm your host Conrad. Next to me, the beautiful Miss Kelly, the co-host.
Hey, how's it going?
Founder, really. Across from me, the producer Tim Meyer.
What up?
I always say this, but he is single, ladies. Do you need any help in that arena? I don't think so.
No. Yes, kind of.
What kind of help do you need?
I could always use a date.
Yeah.
Date's a good way to start.
Yeah, I always use a date.
So, are you getting those on the reg though?
I don't.
You're pretty busy.
I'm really busy, and it's difficult for me to, I don't know, to date people when, and it's not even that. Like, I can make time to date people. It's just difficult for me to go out and meet people, because I figure if I don't already know somebody, I might as well stay home and work, catch up on stuff. But if I was like introduced to somebody, or if I was out and met somebody organically, then chances are a lot better for me to actually have somebody to go out and interact with.
And you're 34?
33.
33. What are your
33.
thoughts on, like, what do you think about, since, like, you say going out and meeting, what are your thoughts on, like, going downtown? At what age do you think you're gonna think that that's maybe not your style anymore?
I guess it depends on why you go downtown.
Right.
Because a lot of times I go downtown is because I'm going to a concert, like the Reef.
Yeah, you always are down there for, like, valid reasons.
Yeah, and I go down there, I take photos of bands, because a lot of them are playing at concerts and whatnot. So for the most part, I'm down there for a reason, and I go hang out with these guys afterwards because I don't have a girlfriend. So it's not, and if I did, maybe if she didn't want to do that, then I wouldn't go out. Because for me, it's just like, what else am I going to go do? Like, go home, stay up for 2 hours, and, like, work. And I don't want to work on a Saturday night after I've, like, gone to a really good show and I'm hanging out with a bunch of fun people,
Right.
But,
and you say you're super busy, but if you had that person that you really cared about, you'd make time for her.
Oh, 100%, yeah.
Right. I think we can all say we're busy, but you make time for what you want to.
Yeah, no, there's some truth in that for sure.
Yeah, but at the same time, it's like my work really is not labor intensive. It's not demanding outside of the home. So if I do have a girlfriend, I think it's easy for them to come hang out. They can sit and listen in on the shows. They don't have to participate. Like, my shows are my shows, so it's not like I would put them on all my shows. Maybe a guest spot here and there if they wanted to come in and participate on a topic, but, like, I mean, no.
Yeah, but you're an entrepreneur, so you can kind of make your schedule around
totally, but
a relationship or what.
Yeah.
They have planned. So.
And, like, I mean, it's something I can do. Like, let's say I'm at the office, I can take my computer, I can put all of the podcast stuff on my computer, my laptop. That's what I use for work anyways, for this stuff. And I can take, like, a 20-minute break in the morning, just run out to my car. I can, like, start working on and editing an episode. I'll save it, and then I'll work on, let's say I have, like, 2 shows. I can edit those shows within, like, probably 30 minutes. So I'll do that, like 2 15-minute breaks, edit those, get home, then I'll hit export. Like, I try to multitask as much as possible. Like, my 2 15-minute breaks at work aren't really breaks. Like, I go out and I work in my car. I try to maximize the time that I have, and then I do take a lunch to work out so that, like, I can come home earlier and work more.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Yeah,
so it makes sense. He's a hustler, ladies.
Yeah, geez.
But he can make time for you.
Man, that was a ramble. Sorry.
And when do you fit in your social media? Because you're real active
while I'm at work. Yeah. So,
okay.
Like, if something at work is taking a little bit of extra time, I'll, like, start working on something and I save as a draft and go back to it. And I try to post something once a day on social media.
Yeah, so I'll kind of go in streaks.
It's kind of like
do a couple hours at night. But every once in a while, if I take a quick break during the day and I can get to it, I'll do it. I'll do, like, something, maybe not much, but.
Right. I mean, obviously, things will slow down, and they do slow down when I am dating somebody, just because, for the most part, I do want to spend, like, a good time and, like, intimate time with somebody. I don't want to be on my phone.
Yeah.
You know, like a few hours, dedicate it, and then say, hey, maybe at like 10:30, I'm going to give like a half hour to just catch up on quick emails and do one quick post. Because I think a half hour, you can catch up on the majority of everything that you haven't caught up on since like 3 o'clock or something.
Sure.
I try to give myself breaks.
Now, do you think it's okay to set boundaries with that, like in a relationship? Would that be something you do? Like, hey, you know, we got to be, since I have all this going on, and I got to dedicate so much time of my week to social media because I got this and this and this. Like, is that something you think?
I wouldn't even tell them like this much a week. I would just say, hey, I'm like, this is my schedule. You know, like at like 10:30 at night. I think it's kind of reasonable. Like as we're like crashing, laying in bed, she's reading. I catch up on a couple things. You know,
so she's got to be
She's
a reader.
That's what
watching
I've picked
TV,
up
Yeah,
on.
nice.
or watching
Yeah.
TV. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me. Any type of a distraction is okay.
Yeah.
So
As
she
long
could be
as she
watching
doesn't feel like
Netflix.
she's being neglected. Yeah, do whatever she wants. Be like, hey, as we're like just about to like finish up our show or whatever, I'll just like click through my phone and I just want to let you know I'm gonna catch up on stuff for like 30 minutes, and then that's it. But
yeah.
I mean, by that time, she's probably like taking her makeup off. If she wears makeup, she's probably like, you know, doing her teeth, like calming down for the night, getting her shit together. So during that time, I can obviously finish all my shit. You know, you just maximize it. I don't know. That's how I think about it because that's what I've done in the past.
Yeah.
So does that make sense?
That does.
I do. I think it makes sense.
It's a little neurotic.
If you're
but-
listening and that sounds like a good plan to you, girls, you can write us at the show.
Oh man. This
Yeah,
Send
you
us an
can.
email.
I sound psychotic. Is what I do.
No, you don't. I think it's great. I actually appreciate that because on my side of things, in dating in the past and being an entrepreneur or having a business that I run from my phone, it's hard for some people. So setting those boundaries are really important. So I think you're on the right track.
Yeah.
And for me, I think it's a generational transition. And what I've noticed now is like, not only is it super important in business, but like it's a battlefield in social media. And if you're not capitalizing on it, man, you're missing out. And so I'm trying to figure it out.
Yeah.
And I think the younger generations kind of have those guys, and there's some techie guys in our generation, I think, that are way on top of it because it kind of came from our generation. But the business aspect of it has been tough to learn.
Well, and I think to circle back to dating, right? Chances are pretty good that if I were to have somebody to be a part of my life, they would already know at that point if they're like staying the night. You know,
Yeah.
they would already have an understanding of what I do, and, like,
So
my workload.
is this where I
and-
leave?
Yeah,
Like
like
you're
the
busy.
things that I'm engaged in and that I'm doing, and that sometimes like my evenings can be taken up. But that's why I've moved all of my shows to like Sundays and Mondays. Like I get the rest of the week to like go back and start training for boxing. Like I want to start dedicating 3 or 4 days a week to that. Because after I get home, I'm so tired anyways, I could sit down and I could just click through my computer and get a couple editing things done and be done.
Yeah.
And I can catch up on the Sunday and Monday stuff, like Tuesday through Thursday. So, you know, I'm just trying to get my plan and my schedule situated to be like, just try to maximize my time as much as possible. Yeah, for sure.
All right.
That way, when I do date, I can give them some time, and it's easy to work around it, right?
Yeah, and you definitely got to do that, right? You got to find time
Yeah.
to.
You got to find time. You should also tell the girls that your dog is so cute. That
Should.
works.
Yeah, dogs.
They do.
I don't know if they
do
can
work.
tell that I'm always petting your dog in like every video that we shoot.
Right.
She's
They're
so
just
sweet.
like, why is she always messing with her
I
legs down
know.
there? What's
It's
going on down there?
awkward, but I'm just petting this really pretty dog.
Yeah. I've thought about putting a puppy cam in here.
Mhm. We should
And
have
just
a
like turning
puppy
this
cam for
camera.
her.
Well, I
She
like.
should have her own cam.
Sometimes I'll turn this on in my other shows, like when it's an open camera. I'll turn it on and I'll point it downward, and people will see like her just like hanging out, just like
Okay.
sitting there and like sleeping and shit.
All right. Well,
Yeah, we
just
could get, like,
to clear
the,
the record, I'm petting a dog,
Yeah.
people. I'm not
Yeah.
just playing with my legs.
We could get like a Zamzo's puppy cam.
Ooh. It's like a
We
baby
should
cam.
get Zamzo's to sponsor us.
If we had a puppy cam, it would be perfect for
I
him.
think.
And Purina.
And then we
I
could,
know. I could use a sponsor for dog food. Gets expensive.
Yeah, you're
Yeah.
feeding a monster though, man.
Yeah.
What kind of dog do you have?
Right now I have he's a mix, and he's
Eats
they
a lot of
think
food.
yeah, he's pretty big. So they think that he's German Shepherd and Mastiff, but I dog sit a Great Dane quite often. That's
Yeah.
he what 10 cups of dry food a
They
day?
eat that much food?
Yeah, he's huge. He's 150 pounds and growing. So
But I didn't think that they were very energetic. I thought Great Danes were kind of chill.
they're really chill, but I mean they like to exercise. They are pretty chill.
It just
but
takes
this
a
one's
lot
just
of food.
super big. Yeah, and
Yeah.
he's still a puppy. So
Oh, well, he's grown. Yeah,
yeah.
makes sense for
Yeah.
sure. That's crazy.
I don't know.
So much food.
Sponsor me, Zamzos.
Sometimes my dog won't eat for 3 days because it's dry dog food. She'll knock it over. I'll
Oh
be
my
like,
gosh, no! You got to put a little wet
Off
food
the
on
floor,
there, or
dog.
sometimes I do an egg or something
yeah.
on the top of my dog's food. He's pretty spoiled.
Have you guys ever dated anyone that's had an insane pet, like a dog or something in their house? It
yeah,
was just
you,
Your dogs are pretty crazy.
yeah.
your dog. I love him.
I mean, crazy, violent.
Like they
Or,
would hurt
scary.
you, or
yeah, they're barking or crazy.
no.
No.
I think
No.
animals just love me.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah.
All the animals.
Good thing you don't tame grizzly bears.
Well, do pets deter people from dating? Because I honestly grew up.
Absolutely.
It does for sure. They
Yeah.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what about odd pets?
That's
if you don't have
strange.
if you don't have a dog, but you've got rats or a snake, or you've got
Mm.
a parrot. I don't know a lot of people with birds, but
Yeah, if I met some girls who's
When I
got,
see
I got
people
a
with birds-
13-foot python in my house, I'd be like, that's really cool.
Wow. Next.
My mother's calling me for dinner.
what? Yeah. What would you feed them?
I must go now.
Goat.
Yeah.
Right.
It's been charming, really, dear. But I must scurry along.
Yeah.
I think we're getting super sidetracked.
Oh yeah, we
today.
didn't.
What
We
are
haven't even done an intro.
What
by the way.
are we doing?
That's all right.
Do we want
I
to
was,
start over?
I was
doing
no,
intro?
I was
Okay.
tying it in. Live
Okay.
feed.
Oh, gotcha.
We did have some fan interaction, so we got an email. Fan wanting some advice here, so let's pull it up. Kelly and Tim, I can get your reactions on it.
Yeah.
All right. Hi, Kelly and Conrad. Enjoyed your show. Thought I could email you about what's going on in my relationship for some advice and thoughts. I have been dating my boyfriend for about a year now, and while at his Xmas party, I was talking with his best friend, who we won't name, and I mentioned if he likes carting around 2 phones with his work phone. He stared at me blankly, like he did not know what I was talking about. Then he said, "Work phone," as if it was a question. Then he quickly backtracked, and said, "Oh yeah, our work phones. It's a pain in the butt." My boyfriend is an outside sales rep and has always used his personal phone. A few months ago, he said they all got the sales staff phones and they now have to use them for the last... Oh God, this is hard to read through the microphone. A few months ago, got all the sales staff phones and had to use them for work. It made sense, but after the Xmas party, I'm highly suspicious. There has been a couple occasions in the last 3 months, one on a guy's trip to a college football game and the other on a night out on the town where he did not answer the phone, and he said it was dead, and then on the other occasion he misplaced his phone. It all seems weird to me. He's been more distant as well. His work phone he usually keeps in his truck, or if I'm around him, he has it always face down. We're planning on moving in together in about a month when my lease is up, but I'm worried he's cheating or flirting with the idea. So a quick snapshot, just
Yeah. That sounds suspicious. To
with
me.
the whole work phone thing.
Yeah.
So the friend
Yeah.
sounded like he covered for him, maybe?
Oh, the friend definitely covered for him. He was like, "Oh, yes, that darn work phone they gave us."
Yeah, that's strange.
Yeah, I really don't know much about the whole work phone situation.
I don't either. I've never
Yeah.
really been offered one. The only ones I've known have been like Army recruiters.
And they're
Okay.
usually like more
Government
like a
type
pager
guys.
phone. Like it's not like people really call you. It's more like they just call you when they absolutely need something, and it's like well, I guess it's I don't know. I don't know how that works, man.
I gotta look at this. Occasion 16. Okay, so we can't say her name because
Yeah.
that's not fair. But okay,
Or
as a
location.
girl, I'm gonna say you guys can tell what you think. But so my sister has a pretty important job and she has a work phone, and I never see my sister on her work phone unless it's during work hours or she got the time okayed and we're on a trip, but she's still doing a little bit of work.
Okay.
It's very rare that she even brings it with her unless she just knows she's on overtime or doing something like that. I don't know this person's job. I guess sales, you'd get calls at all times, but it sounds suspicious to me. I'm going to say probably he's being sketch.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, he's being sketchy for sure. Dudes are sketchy. Let's be real.
Just dudes in
Dudes are
general.
sketchy. Yeah, dudes are
Okay,
sketchy.
Tim.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Well-
probably doesn't add up.
Well, man, I don't know. Hold on. I'm gonna reread that real quick.
Okay,
Let me just
you read
do,
it.
like,
So,
more of a
okay,
thorough.
she's saying like the friend
Like
at the Christmas party didn't really know about the phone.
she mentioned
and-
like you like lugging around 2 phones.
Yeah,
and
she
he's
knew what she was.
basically-
She knew what she was doing.
Yeah, I
she
think
was
so.
trying to find out if
The
it
other
was
signs,
legit. Yeah,
Maybe.
and he's had a few probably. He's like, what? And she said, your
Right.
phone, your work phone. And he's like, oh my gosh, yeah, that's hard to have 2 phones that we all have now because that's what work did.
Yeah.
It's so fake.
It is.
I'm sorry. Maybe it's not. Maybe he's legit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
It sounds like bullshit.
Yeah.
It really does.
It does. And if you're afraid of something like that, if you're feeling that, I feel like you go with your intuition.
Yeah, dude, this dude's guilty as fuck.
Yeah.
I just
Okay.
finished that up. Yeah, I had to reread it because I missed some of the middle part because I was taking photos.
Yeah.
So
And it was super hard to read through that. I'm gonna have to next time we'll try to put it on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see.
But I'd have to block out the stuff. Yeah, we could figure that out.
Yeah, no worries about that.
But
dude.
yeah, it
That's-
sounds sketch. Not
Dude, hell
answering
yeah,
his
homeboy's
phone
guilty
for
as
like
fuck.
I think girls and guys trips can be
Yeah.
super sketch sometimes.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but sometimes. And so I don't know. If you add all the pieces of the puzzle there, it's probably sketch.
Yeah. Sounds like it.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Oh, I feel
So-
so bad because it's like a unanimous.
Decision.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Girl in the email that the
Sounds like-
hammer has been dropped
Yes.
and he is guilty. You should probably put that dude's shit on the curb.
Run for
Yeah.
your life, girl. No.
Yeah.
Pack your shit up. No.
Yes.
Do not move in with him yet. Okay.
Yeah.
There is still time. I feel
Yeah,
like once that
and-
lease is signed,
Who knows? Maybe
makes
we're
everything trickier.
maybe we're just being negative Nancy's. Who knows? Maybe
He
there's
might have.
a perfectly good explanation.
Maybe
for
he
all
just
Maybe.
really sucks at communicating. Who knows?
How about
But
this?
I'm
How
gonna
about
lean
you
towards the
just
guilty side.
say, here's the thing. I feel like you're the only one in your company that has this extra phone. And you don't even have to tell them that anybody said anything. You can say, I've been holding this in because I just want to trust you and our relationship's so good. We're trying to move in together. But I talked to every person at the party that I could about this extra phone, and nobody else has an extra phone.
At the
Except
work
for
party?
Tom, your friend that backed
Yeah.
you up. And she can just lie through her teeth right there.
Sure.
Because he's going to be like, wait, what? Who else did you talk to?
Yeah.
And then,
strategized.
Yeah, what's the most common name? It's like, talk to David at your work. He said you don't have a phone.
I talked to
Well, in this
Sally.
case, it was
David, my
his
manager,
actual friend.
Susan. Yeah.
So it was a legit source. But yeah, he could have said anyone.
That's
Yeah.
wild. That's wild.
Yeah.
Well-
I wish
well,
you the
girl,
best. I
We
think
wish you the best.
Yeah.
I think you should hold off on that lease signing.
You should marry that man.
For-
No, I'm
you,
just kidding.
you should not marry. Don't marry if you think there's a chance that he's being shady.
Yeah, usually.
Yeah,
Take
but
it,
also
take it from me and
don't be
Where there's
crazy.
where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah. Just don't
every time.
don't be crazy. Don't like be hopping in on his like work computer and like going through emails and shit and like going through all this stuff. That's psycho. Like
Mhm.
Wait,
if it
what?
seems
We
suspicious, I'm just saying
we
like I'm
shouldn't do
telling
that?
her no,
Don't.
not at all.
Oh.
Well,
So-
unless I don't know,
Yeah.
people do it.
I don't know, they do.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
read his all the
I
time.
don't know.
Just kidding. I never have.
She's like,
Yeah.
I was in your email earlier.
Just like
What did
just
you
get
go to
rid of
college
him.
for?
Just get rid of him. Save yourself the hassle and
IT.
the reputation backlash. Crazy chicks.
Yeah.
You do not want to be coined
Hey.
a crazy chick.
You don't want to be
You
a
do
crazy
not.
chick, but guys do the same thing.
They do.
They
Guys
check-
are
I-
crazy.
Yes,
But
honestly.
chicks are psycho. Totally
Okay.
different. Totally different.
I think.
Yeah.
I think
What's that song? She's cute, but she's
she's
psycho.
a psycho. Yeah, my girl's like that one.
Oh, is that?
I literally
It's true.
thought you were just gonna say, "Yeah, my girl's like that," and I almost hit you. I almost punched you. Just kidding. Yeah, my girl's like that. She's cute, but she's psycho. A little bit.
My daughters.
You know, they like the song.
Yeah,
They're not psychos.
not at all.
All right.
They're sweethearts.
They are sweet.
Yeah.
All right.
So what about
So,
the song though?
Well, the song is, I think it says she's cute, but she's psycho.
Oh, so what do you think of the
And I-
hot to crazy scale they have?
What?
Have you seen that? You've seen it, right? The
No.
YouTube video.
Yeah.
Yeah, this guy.
It's legit. It's legit.
Oh,
Yeah.
maybe I did see this.
I've
and
dated.
he like
Yeah.
puts it out there.
Like this metrics. It's kind of a
Yes.
funny.
So if you're,
But very true. It's true. There's some crazy girls that are just absolutely gorgeous.
I think that
And
absolutely.
the gorgeous girls are like them. To be honest with you, like if you're like 33 and absolutely gorgeous and single, like what's wrong with you? Because
I don't know.
I
because
think in
people ask me, girls ask me that sometimes. I'm like, that's that.
I had
I'm like,
a client
there's not a
ask
lot
me
of
about you
people.
the other day.
Oh, who's that?
Yeah. I
he's
had a
all, oh,
client-
who's they?
I had a
Yeah.
client. And it, okay,
no, not
so
who's he,
here's-
not who's he.
If you want to know how it went down,
Oh, no.
because this actually
Oh,
is
that's
good.
weird.
Okay.
But
Okay.
you know.
Oh man.
Oh,
Because
okay.
I was blowing your phone up for a second. But so my client comes in, she's probably listening, but whatevs. She's like, I saw your man, your new man. And I was like, really? Where'd you see him? She's like, on Tinder. And I was like, what? She's like, yeah, like the new guy you've been hanging out with. Okay, like recently? She's like, oh, no. Like, it was a few months ago. But she left me hanging for a minute. My heart kind of sank, and I was I'm going to kill him. I'm going to kill him. We're on a dating podcast.
Yeah.
And he's still on Tinder. But I knew about his time on Tinder for a minute, and we've talked about this in shows prior, but
Yeah.
so anyways, she said, yeah, I didn't swipe him. I didn't think I had a chance with him. He's so hot. Whatever. So then she asked about you, and I think she said she saw you on a dating site, but maybe not. I might have missed
Yeah,
that.
no, I'm on dating sites.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think that's what she said, but she was asking about you, and I said, you don't really want to date girls with kids. I don't, because that's kind of the vibe
How
I
did
got
she
from
know?
you. How did she know
you,
what?
Oh, you
I
were
said
saying that.
yeah.
Because you
Yeah.
told us that. Yeah.
You did tell us that, but
Yeah, it's not like I'm not open
She's-
to it, but like
Right.
right
Not
in the
your
right
first choice.
it's,
situation.
yeah,
Yeah, but she did definitely ask about
the
you.
drama stuff for me, like baby daddy issues,
Mm-hmm.
especially if they're fresh off relationships, those can be problematic.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm usually not the right dude you want your like ex-girlfriend or ex-wife hanging out with. Like,
I don't think
Like,
think
as, like,
anybody's
douchey as that
anybody's
sounds,
that
like-
dude. Nobody really wants.
nobody
Their
wants
ex to
that.
move
Yeah,
on.
but like,
Yeah.
you know, it's like it's not a lot of dudes have their shit together and don't have kids, and like, you know,
Yeah.
like it's. I would hate my ex-girlfriend or ex-wife hanging out with somebody who's like way cooler than me.
Yeah. You
Like
always
they're
want.
just
You always want them
rockstar
to
cool.
downgrade a little
Like,
bit.
just like, oh, here comes the fucking guitar guy. Just when I thought I was the life of the party,
Yeah.
motherfucker shows up. with
There's
his
way
guitar.
cooler dudes than
Oh,
me.
yeah.
So if I saw my ex hanging out with the dude cooler than me, I'd be like, fuck, man. Dude's so cool. Fuck that guy. That's
Yeah.
exactly how it is, man.
You know.
Even if he's a cool dude, you don't care.
You go to the party at the bonfire, and
Yeah.
fucking guitar
He
guy
pulls out
shows
his
up.
guitar.
Oh,
He's singing
God.
a song.
Yeah,
It's an original.
I just call it in. I'm done for tonight.
Future's
Yeah.
so bright.
Fuck this.
Isn't that what we were
So
talking
bright. I had to
about?
put my sunglasses on.
Oh yeah, it is pretty
Hater
bright.
blocker. Actually, funny story. We bought these last night.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At Walmart.
They're so nice, right? We went to
Those are
Walmart.
dope.
This is kind of a funny story because everything Conrad and I do is funny.
Yeah.
true story.
Yeah,
But
true
we went to
story.
Walmart. We were trying to find him some earrings, like clip-ons.
For the.
Oh,
Just
guys'
just
little
because he
video.
wanted
Yeah.
some earrings.
I just wanted to wear
Just
earrings.
Your Backstreet Boy
Yeah.
days.
I used to have them. Yeah.
Yeah, so we were going there.
You
in
did?
hopes
Oh yeah,
that they
dude. I had hoops, bro.
I wanted to
clip-ons.
pierce my lip back in the day. I was like, man, I look so fucking cool if I had a pierced
No,
lip.
don't. Oh my gosh, we watched a video last night with the guy with two.
Yeah.
Remember?
Yeah. Oh yeah. It was.
It
It
was
With like
a
not,
train wreck.
It was
like
not
gauged.
Yeah.
They were
They-
Big
gauged.
gauged. Yeah.
good. It just wasn't good.
He was
but
like eating a burger and he was just falling out of his
no,
mouth.
he was
And he was a
doing the-
redneck guy.
He
too.
was
It
singing the
weird,
song
yeah.
we were doing the
Oh.
jam to, but
Yeah, he was
So-
doing the O-Town thing.
Be
we
cool
tried
if you
on
could, like, whistle out of
sunglasses.
them.
These were $3. I feel like money well spent.
Yeah, and those red
he
blades.
got some red ones. I think yours were like
$5.
$5 or $6. But we're walking through the aisles, and he has this story about how all the ladies at Walmart love him. And
No,
they
no,
call,
no, no.
Yes.
Don't get it twisted. I
It's
said
too-
Jules' family and
okay,
friends.
okay. But he like built this whole story up about how he goes to Walmart and like these ladies just love him.
Yeah.
And so we're going down an aisle, and I go to turn in, and he stops kind of at the end. He's like, "What? Did you hear that?"
Yeah.
I'm like, no. He's like, "Yeah, the ladies are calling me." What did they do?
They were hollering at you.
No,
They're
I
like,
was telling her before I ever went to
calls.
Walmart, I said, just know that Jules' friends and family work there. And, you know, they're black people, and we have a lot of fun together. And so if you hear, pull over, that ass is too fat, and you hear me go, woot, woot, and stick my ass out like
Just
that,
out of the
it's
blue.
it's just how I respond to them. It's just our thing.
Yeah, totally.
And
Yeah,
Kelly's
but okay,
like,
so it didn't happen. Just so you know, it did not happen. We our whole time in Walmart, it didn't happen. I think he was a little upset that
Yeah.
it didn't. So he's like, "Did you hear that?" And he does the whole what thing. There was nothing. Nobody said anything.
yeah. And I just went, whoop, whoop. And I was like, you heard that, right? And she's all, no.
Nobody
No.
heard that, honey. You just did what?
I was
what for
banking on this
nothing?
guy crashing. I was watching him push this big cart. And I was he looked a little wobbly. I thought he was
Yeah.
going to hit the corner and make a good enough noise. I could
Sure. You could cover it up
Try
and be
to
like,
sell
oh,
it.
man. Yeah, totally.
sell it. Yeah, I made the whole thing.
Yeah, man. You're good at
But
selling shit,
It was
dude.
funny because
It was
I can't
funny.
I can't
it's funny
fake
because we're
shit.
just walking, and then I'm all whoop whoop after I told her the
Yeah.
thing. So we were.
I've learned he's full of it like a
Yeah.
little bit of the time.
we laugh a
Well,
lot.
At
Yeah.
Walmart, that's really not out of place.
No, that's where you're
Not at
supposed to
all.
go
Yeah.
screw
Yeah.
off as
Yeah,
a couple,
exactly.
right?
Yeah.
You can get away with
Exactly.
it.
That's where
I
you
think-
just go have fun.
I'm pretty sure I've seen people like cruising bicycles up and down, and
Oh.
the Walmart people
Yeah.
just being kind of like whatever.
It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Back in
Yeah.
high school, we'd go there like 2 o'clock in the morning, and we would just like go hang out and go play with just everything that was available. Play with bikes, you name it. Yeah, tons
Yeah.
of shit.
Right.
All the toys be available.
I
Bunch of,
I
like,
think
16, 17-year-old kids at Walmart.
I think it's funny because I can't really explain us to anyone
yeah,
because people will be like, "How is it going?" And oh my gosh, it's so good. It's, what? Tell me. And nothing I say really makes any sense.
right.
They're just kind of confused as to I don't know how what am I trying to say? So our way of hanging out, like we hang out and we might just be play fighting or rewriting a rap song
Mm-hmm.
and putting our own words in it, or making a video, or making fun of each other,
Yeah,
or like it's not normal at all. Or we'll just dance.
Right.
We dance a lot.
that's true.
Just because.
Random dance parties.
Yeah.
Really?
Or
Hell yeah.
or we're like, oh my gosh, this be. Or he just tries on different outfits and comes out in them.
Every woman's fantasy.
He
Thanks,
gets
world.
so excited if you tell him he can do a fashion show.
That's not true.
Yes, it is.
I mean, if you presented me with a good opportunity,
Right.
and I had the set, I had all my gear laid out, I might snag you up on it.
Yeah, but okay,
Not
so for
opposed
me
to it.
for me to be talking to a client that said, "How was your weekend?" I'm like, "Oh, it was so good. What'd you do?" I mean,
A blast.
we had so much fun.
Yeah.
And it's hard to explain that to someone.
Yeah, it
'cause
is.
I don't think it's very normal. I don't think we're normal.
No,
Maybe
we're
that's-
definitely not normal.
Okay.
For sure. I think we can safely establish that.
Yeah.
But no, it's fun just having someone that you can really be yourself around. And myself is just kind of, I've always been silly. And I lost that a little bit when I was in the military. And just, you live that lifestyle. I actually avoided, when I was in the Coast Guard, I had an opportunity a couple years in to become, in the Coast Guard, they call drill sergeants company commanders.
Okay.
But I was fearful that the mentality they had to have all day, because I just remember they were with us all the time in boot camp, and they always had to be angry and they always had to be screaming. I'm like, that's just not healthy. But still that mentality. And so like getting away from that and all the growth, I've gone through from my failures and stuff like that, and finally just kind of being myself, and then meeting you, and I can be myself, and it just meshes together.
Right.
And so it's just something unique, I think, that, you don't find. I've never found that.
Yeah.
I'm guilty, been in love, been married, all that, but not like, not this type of friendship that we have, I think, in bond, for sure.
Yeah. It's super fun. It's, I mean, I think you cried about it the other night.
I don't think so.
I think I did.
Yeah.
I'm like, I feel like I think that I feel the best movie to explain. Everybody's seen that movie. Oh my gosh, where he gets amnesia. They both get amnesia, and then they don't both. Just the one.
Is it with Adam Sandler and Drew?
No, The Notebook. The Notebook. It's like the best love story movie ever.
I don't think I've seen. If I saw it, is it old?
No,
sounds familiar.
Honey, it's not old, but
Well,
it's really popular.
Define not
And-
old, because we're getting up there.
Okay. Well, okay, it's not new, but so in the beginning of the movie, they're just crazy about each other and fun, and I don't know how to explain it. Every scene of them is them just goofing off and being silly and in love and so much passion and blah blah blah, and that's how it feels hanging out with you.
Yeah.
It's a lot of fun all the time.
Yeah.
It feels surreal.
Cool.
Yeah.
Me too.
Me too.
Is what it is.
So exhilarating.
Shut up.
Nah, it's cool. It's nice. It's cool to hear stuff like that.
Yeah, I wasn't even looking for like that, or like expecting something like that, Just kind of.
It happens though. That's why I don't stress those online sites. Like, I don't worry about it. I'll meet somebody. All of the relationships I've been in have been all organic. I've met them somewhere. I've met them in real life, basically. I'm not going to go through that, but I've just met them like through people. So, those are usually the best types of relationships, I think.
You ever got a bad blind date through a buddy?
I don't think I've ever had a bad blind date, but I've had
did.
Or like
a few blind
I had a
dates
bad one.
that were like that. The majority of my blind dates have not transferred into or translated into a second date. Yeah.
Huh. How
really?
did the,
Most of them didn't?
They did not. We just didn't connect. And like those dates and those nights were typically like kind of short. They were not awkward. They were just like, all right, cool. It was fun hanging out. Like, I guess I'll go home now. Like, no invite to come in and
Don't
like, you want to have a
see
glass of
anything
wine or anything like
happening.
that? No. Yeah, exactly.
Kind
And
of
I wasn't really pushy about stuff like that.
idea behind a blind date nowadays seems barbaric, or seems old school? Because like with
We
the
did
internet,
it, kind of.
well,
I mean,
kind of,
we talked online.
right?
My
But we'd
ex-wife
never
set
met.
me up on a blind
But yeah,
date
is that considered a blind date?
with one of
I
her
guess
friends.
not.
I guess.
I guess not.
it could be though too, right?
Because we talked. We didn't get set up.
And we'd
on
seen
a
each
blind
other,
date.
maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, if you're networked in, kind of. Like, it's not a blind date. A blind date is like when you have no idea who the fuck that person is. And
Okay.
you show up and you're like,
That's what I was thinking.
I don't know.
You are as
if
hard
I
as
would
they
even
said
do
you
that.
are.
But do you want to talk about your blind?
I trust people, though. The only reason I'd go on a blind date is because I trust the person who set me up on the blind date to set me up with somebody that they believe I might be able to mesh well with.
Right.
You know, maybe.
And you trust your friends.
Maybe, like, I'd be attracted to them,
Mm-hmm.
or maybe I'd, like, physically, or maybe they are just super smart people, and, like,
Mm-hmm.
I'm also somewhat of a, what do you call that? What do you call it when you're attracted
Intellect?
to, like, yeah, like an
Intellectual?
intellect. But there's, like, a type of, there's a term for it, basically, where you're, like, sexually attracted to, like, in intellect, I guess, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, man.
I'm not thinking of the term either.
No clue.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
drawing a
think of it
blank.
later.
Yeah,
Doesn't say
it'll
much
come
about
up.
our
It'll come up.
educational
Yeah,
level.
it'll come up. Yeah.
The listeners are like,
Educational
they
level
know the
not very
word.
high.
They think we're all stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Attracted to intelligence is what it is. I'm pretty
Okay.
sure is what it is. Yeah.
I don't know.
But
My blind date wasn't really that exciting, but it was on Valentine's Day, which is kind of
That's
weird.
strange too, yeah.
I know. And I've had some really shitty Valentine's Days. So it's not my favorite holiday. But
Same.
so I went to dinner. He took me to Chandler's, which is nice.
Okay.
And all he could talk about, and I knew from the people who I met him through that he was very wealthy, like ridiculously wealthy. But that's all he talked about the whole time. And he was saying things along the lines of, if I wanted to wake up somewhere else tomorrow for breakfast, he could make that happen. We could fly anywhere we wanted and whatever. But that's all he talked about the whole time was his money. He had nothing else going for him. There was no connection. And he got up to go to the bathroom at one point, and I'm just sitting there. And the lady next to me with her husband, she like leans over. She said, "Please tell me you don't like this douchebag."
Oh,
And
God.
I was like, not even kind of.
That is that bad.
It was that bad that
That's
the table
crazy.
Those
next
people
to us.
were eavesdropping.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
And she could tell I was not into it. I wasn't feeling it. She goes, "You look like you just want to bail." I'm trying to just get through the dinner and be polite. But so we're finishing up, and she gets up to leave with her husband. She's an older lady. And she kind of like taps him and says something, I don't even remember, something snide to him about how he should talk about something more than his money on the next date or something. And
Oh, nice.
which was funny.
Yeah,
but,
because she probably made
Yeah.
throwing a little old school on him.
yeah, it was rough.
Yeah, that's
If I wasn't nice, I would have tried to find a way to escape.
yeah. It's probably worked. The night away, maybe.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah,
The night
that's why he goes to it.
that probably works a lot of the time with women, but unfortunately, that's not my love language.
I don't, on a blind date though,
Doesn't work.
I would scale to say that he would get shot down quite a bit by attractive girls, any girl really, because I think that's a big commitment. Flying to another city with a dude the first night you met him, you don't even have the clothes.
No, he
with you.
wasn't saying we had to do that tomorrow.
Oh,
He was
okay.
just saying in general,
Oh, okay.
dating him, you could
I thought he meant
wake
like
up
that
anywhere.
night. I'll take you
Yeah.
anywhere you want to go.
Mhm.
Like just
No.
100% hard in
Yeah.
the paint.
Ew. Yeah, no. And that definitely didn't happen.
Yeah.
But
That
I
would
think
be creepy.
that's my only blind date ever,
Mm.
and it was a huge failure. I had another Valentine's Day where I actually bought my ex, he was graduating from BSU, and I bought him a trip to Hawaii for his graduation present.
That was cool.
And like everything paid for, right? I went through a travel agent, and he broke up with me a week before, and I'm like, oh, crap, it's like non-refundable. I couldn't transfer the ticket. The plane tickets, I think, were $700, and I couldn't transfer them, and I couldn't cancel it. I didn't have enough time. So it was either I lose everything or I still go and try and find somebody to buy a plane ticket to go with me. I asked all my friends. None of them could come up with that much money last minute,
Yeah.
which I get. And so I went by myself. to Hawaii on
Dang.
Valentine's Day for, I don't know, 6 days.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy.
And it was a little bit, it actually turned out kind of fun, but there's a lot of couples in Hawaii on Valentine's Day.
There's a
So
lot of people in
I think a lot of
Hawaii
people felt bad for
on
me.
Valentine's Day.
So they were extra nice.
That's cool though.
But yeah.
At least you got to get out.
Oh,
and, like,
guys,
kinda have
I'm so
some-
sad.
Yeah.
No, don't be sad. That's cool though that you got to go to Hawaii.
Yeah.
Yeah, at least you
it's
still-
cool
I
that I
mean,
bought myself a trip to Hawaii. It's super cool, Tim.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
I stayed here by myself. So. I
I could have brought you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yeah.
Oh,
True.
man.
Oh. Well, folks.
That's why we're on the couples
Mhm.
cast, so we can talk about heartbreak.
That's why, because we're real.
Yeah.
yeah.
And crap happens.
I don't know if I've had any doozies like that on Valentine's Day. That's a train wreck.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's pretty bad.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, as far as like shots, that's.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. If that sucks.
You know what though?
It's not
I was sitting there on actual Valentine's Day in super nice resort at the bar. I'm having a cocktail and this guy comes up and asked to give me surfing lessons, and I ended up going on a couple days while I was there. It wasn't horrible.
Yeah.
Didn't account to anything. I had surfing lessons and I went to like a karaoke night. Had sushi.
That's cool.
It was okay, but
Yeah.
it was somewhat depressing. for
Sure.
Yeah.
to
Yeah,
see all the
totally.
couples in love and
Yeah.
Yeah, you're there kicking it by yourself.
It's all good. Yeah.
Yep.
Well, now you're with Conrad, and this is a romantic. Conrad's like romantic. Some of the things he tells
Oh my
me, I'm like,
gosh.
whoa, dude, you're hardcore, bro. I was like, I sauteed some shrimp yesterday, and I boiled some potatoes for dinner. That's about it.
He's super romantic.
And he's
I
like-
think I have flowers in
I was
every
just
room of my house
I was
and
just
the
gonna say
salon.
that. Yeah.
They're just everywhere. Every other day, I think. It's
Ah.
flowers. At least.
I don't know about
day.
that.
I was thinking today it would be so cool to take a picture of all the flowers he sent me. Just
Huh.
take pictures and then make a video of all of them. Because they're always different.
Yeah.
I got sunflowers yesterday. They're super pretty.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and handwritten cards. He cuts out hearts.
Old
I
school,
know.
man.
Yo, you think
Super
he does,
sweet.
but what he's doing, he's just telling his daughters, like, cut me some hearts, girls, or you're grounded. So they're over there like, all right, Dad. So they're cutting
Just
out
my
every
little
heart.
slave
How big?
drivers.
Yeah, he's
My
just
little romantic sweatshop. Plan my weekend, baby girl. I gotta
learn origami.
I gotta take Kelly out
make
on
some
the town.
roses.
I need to look good too.
No TikTok for a week unless I get those done in a half an hour.
They love that.
They love the TikTok.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah.
funny. That's cool.
They're fun.
Yeah.
Fun kids.
For sure.
Well, I think we can wrap it up.
I think so. I think everybody knows I'm crazy.
No worries.
I think everybody knows that I have had the most failed Valentine's
Yeah.
days. We're all human. It
Yeah.
happens.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if you need some energy, be sure you take a Rhino Rush energy
Make
shot.
sure you take one of those Rhino Rush. And if you don't want that
Yeah.
energy,
I
make sure
took
you
this.
take a Rhino Rush relax.
And
A
in
I
Rhino
did the
fact-
relax,
yeah.
guys, because I'm ready to go to bed after this.
In fact, I'm gonna take one of those home with me and try it out tonight because I
Facts.
haven't tried the relax.
In fact, I'm going to take like
So
4 of
good.
these.
You're gonna take 4 relaxes?
No, I'll get a
oh.
hangover if I do that.
Oh. Yeah, don't
Yeah.
do that.
Why would it give you
it's-
hangovers or something?
It's just no. You drink 4 of them. It's just drink 1 in 24 hours, and you drink 4 is probably
Probably gonna mess you up, yeah.
And a
Yeah.
lot of those in like excess are not good for your liver, like at all. Like some of the shit that's in there, like you just don't want a lot of that stuff. A lot of natural stuff, people are like, oh, it's natural. Yeah, well, it's not naturally good for you though. It's not naturally like good for your liver. Like let's be real, we didn't adapt fucking like picking St. John's wort and creating fucking capsules, you know,
Right.
and like taking St. John's and all these different things, you know, like in
Mhm.
excess they can really be bad
Mind,
for you.
mood,
so.
body.
In
I
honest,
feel like it works.
yeah, it's not
I feel
bad.
super relaxed right now.
Mellows you out a little bit. You'll probably get a little tingling, a little rush. It's got like it's got some weird stuff in
Excited.
there. It's got
Yeah.
it's got an odd balance. I can go over that with you like afterwards.
Still gotta drive.
Yeah, you still gotta drive.
Okay.
Folks, you can drive on the relax shots. Don't
You
worry.
can.
can.
It's- you're not gonna get
not
pulled
Ambien.
over.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
Is it ambient that people were
Feel
like
good. You
waking
do
up in
feel
their
good.
car 3 blocks from their house,
Yeah.
like on these weird trips, and cops were like
Yeah.
taking
It's
them
like
to the hospital because they didn't know what to do with them?
yeah.
Man,
it's-
these people were taking like that sleeping medication, right?
Yeah, ambient.
That's
It's like
scary.
That's ambient, where like people wake up and there's like dead bodies around them, but they're like,
What? No. Okay, we should wrap it up.
yeah.
We're getting
Ooh,
weird.
You know, you guys should do on one of your shows, one of those deadly couple shows, and you guys should go over some really cool couple shows, like about like deadliest couples that like go on like
That's
We
a good
could-
idea.
killing sprees, or they're serial killers, or they go on like like these like criminal sprees of some kind. There's tons
Bonnie
of
and
them.
Clyde
Yeah.
type
Tons of
stuff.
them, yeah, and there's
Okay.
some really cool ones. So you guys could like even narrate some stuff. You guys could like put together some sort of shows like that, kind of just drive a little bit of content. Like you can talk about killer couples, episode 2 with secret.
Okay. That's a good idea.
Yeah. You could totally do some cool
Next
stuff like
week,
that. It'd be a
maybe.
lot of fun.
Next week
Um,
on Killer Couples.
Yeah,
guys-
do you want to tell our listeners that they can send us these? We'll give them great advice, like we just told this gal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she just carpet bombed this poor dude.
Or if
And
you,
you could
have
do-
a
Totally
topic.
innocent. No,
you
I'm
could
just
do. We could call that segment "Dump Him" or "Do Him."
Do him or dump him?
Do him or dump him.
Do 'em or dump
Okay, I'm gonna stick
Girl,
by my word
dump
of
him.
dump him
Dump him, girl.
on that one.
Yeah, 2 out of
But-
3 ain't
Shit.
bad, so might as well go for that.
But the
But
next
yeah,
dude
you
you
can.
find on Tinder, do him.
You guys can email the show.
No,
Then
that
dump
is.
him.
We do not. I do not stand by that.
I stand by that.
No, ladies. No.
Use them and abuse them, ladies. Men need to be treated like shit. Just use them and abuse them.
I do not.
They don't have feelings.
Nobody listened to what you just heard.
Everybody listen to it.
Yeah, everyone.
Buy her
Everybody.
flowers every day.
You should. Yeah.
Yeah.
Conrad's over here. He's like, dude, that's not me, bro. You can't be saying this. This is my show, dude.
Getting me in trouble.
You're me in trouble, bro.
No.
I'm an innocent boy. I'm just trying to do a show here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Do them or
so-
dump them. New segment. Solid.
Do
Continue.
them or dump.
I feel good about that.
Yeah. Solid.
Yeah, we can do
Do
that.
them or
like-
dump
I
them on
dig.
both sides.
Mm-hmm. Oh, definitely.
And we're
Yeah.
transgender friendly, so
Yeah.
anything.
any
really.
side,
Yes.
all the sides.
Yeah.
Whichever one.
All the holes with chocolate strawberries.
All
the holes.
You want?
Moving
Oh,
on.
gosh.
Okay, you guys can
Okay.
email the podcast at thecouplescast@ck@gmail.com. And with
Yes.
that, we'll sign off. Have a good night.
Yeah.
Good night.
peace.